Literally hired on the fly. Is it rolling? Okay, thank you. All right, 5-minute sit. So let's find a comfortable seat. It could be cross-legged for some bodies. It could be butterfly for some bodies. It could also be a Z-sit if this is more supportive in your body. I want you to be able to kind of just sit and not be uncomfortable. So that's the goal. So that's what I'm asking. Let's find that seat. Maybe you move the blessings out of the way. That's the extra skin at the back of the booty. I'm in a Z-sit today because my hips, I've been sore. So this is what's working for me. You can change your posture and your meditation and yoga practice throughout your life at any moment in time to match where your body is at that time. Begin to bring your eyes to a soft close, or maybe you gaze towards the grass in front of you. Let's take 3 collective all together inhales and exhales, and then we'll just breathe on our own. We've already started our 5 minutes. Y'all are doing great. We'll breathe in here through the nose, and then exhale, sigh it out. Breathe it in. Release. One more big inhale. Exhale. Feel the beautiful breeze. Oh my gosh. So nice. Just breathe here. Allow your breath to flow in and out of the nose. Don't change anything. Just breathe, noticing perhaps the texture of your breath. Maybe it feels shallow or fast, cool. Maybe if you have a little bit of mocos, it feels a little allergy. 'Tis the season. That's okay. Notice it. See if it does. We're like, oh yeah, I don't like breathing through my nose in meditation in moco season, okay? Like, yeah. Just breathe here. Focus on the breath. We're almost there, y'all. We're slowing down, letting everything around this moment in time is still moving, but here we are still all together, collectively, taking a moment to be in peace and quiet together before we begin our practice. Maybe you also direct your attention to the breath. Now that we've identified how our breath is feeling, perhaps you label the inhales and exhales. We're almost there. This will be the home stretch. Maybe on your inhale, you say to yourself, I am breathing in. And then on your exhale, you say, I am breathing out. Try that on for a few rounds of breath. We're almost there. You got this. Feel the breeze, feel the sun, label your inhales and exhales, home stretch. You're perfect as you are. Your breath is perfect right here. Your seat, no matter how comfortable or uncomfortable, it's perfect. 3 more full rounds of breath. I am breathing in. I am breathing out. I am breathing in. I am breathing out. One more label. If you fell off, try to come back to this last round. I am breathing in. I am breathing out. Now soften the labels, let them go. Just be with yourself and be with your breath right here, right now. You did it. You made it. Allow the mind to be soft, and perhaps you check in with yourself right now. Do a mental inventory. How am I feeling now versus when I arrived? Or how am I feeling now versus when I woke up? Take a few observations towards yourself. Just a few moments. We're coming back to the space. And then whenever you're ready, we can just gently begin to flutter the eyes open. Coming back. Beautiful. Thank you for allowing me to lead you in that shamatha meditation. Thank you so much. We'll begin our practice now. I feel like everyone's like, we're all like, like it's like, are we really going to begin our practice now? Maybe that's just me. Y'all have good vibes. All right, let's come on to hands and knees. We're going to get started moving, y'all. Thanks for joining me for that shamatha meditation. Shamatha means stillness of the mind. It's the foundation for all meditations and all spirituality practices. Hands are underneath the shoulders, wrists stacked under shoulders, knees stacked under hips. Tops of the feet rooted into the mat here. Take a big inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Let's open the heart, collarbone spreads wide for our cow. Exhale, round through the spine for our cat. Take a breath here, follow your breath. Inhaling, belly drops, heart lifts. Follow your breath, exhale, rounding through. And I want you to customize this cat-cow to what feels best for you. So if in your body today something's feeling a little crunchy, well, hey, maybe you try to have some fluid movements. Maybe you try to work it out a bit. We don't have to be in this static cat-cow because sometimes we need to get the side body too. So take some stretchies, few more rounds here. Coming back to center. Let's take the right hand to the top of the space. Try that on. Right hand just goes top of the space in your tabletop. We're balancing here. How does that feel? Okay, that feels all right. Right hand comes down, left hand comes up. Try to pull those shoulder blades back. Yeah, nice. Do we notice a difference? Place the opposite hand down. This time, right leg. Extend it straight behind you. Beautiful, balancing here. And then bringing that one back down. So that was our three-legged tabletop. And then left leg, send it out long. Yeah, three-legged tabletop on the left side. Beautiful. Let's come back to center. Tuck the toes. Meet me in downward facing dog. We got blessed with the weather today. Pedal out your feet. Maybe lean into one side or the other. Try to get some stretching down the side of the legs or in the hamstrings. And then let's talk about the head. Let's just keep the head soft here. I don't want you to hold the neck, so try to keep the head soft here. And then the feet. The closer together they are, the more challenging this pose can be. The further apart the feet are, the more supportive this pose can be. Let's walk the hands to the feet to the hands. Either way, it doesn't matter. Just take the hands to the feet to the hands. Forward fold. We let the head hang here in our forward fold. And then inhale, half lift. Your palms can come to your shins or your thighs. And then we have a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, upward salute, fingertips and gaze. Let's look at that beautiful sky today. Exhale, palms to heart center. Step up to the top of your space if you're not there already. Inhale, sweep the hands up overhead. Upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Reach for the earth. Let the head hang. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands. Let's step back or walk back into a high plank or a modified plank. You get the same effect with both positions, modified or high. Beautiful. Let's lower all the way down onto the belly as best we can. Bring those palms towards the rib cage, elbows pull back. Inhale, heart lifts, baby cobra. It's small. We're not asking a lot. Exhale, fold. Inhale, heart lift, baby cobra. Once again, y'all look awesome. Beautiful. Exhale, fold. One more baby cobra. Inhale, heart lift. Love. Exhale, tuck those toes. Try to meet me in downward facing dog. So that's our sun salutation, yogi push-up, hop, step, or float to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Nice job. Inhale, half lift. We're going to get some momentum. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, upward salute, fingertips and gaze. Reach it up. And then exhale, swan dive. Hands plant, step back. We're moving and grooving. High plank or modified to low. Inhale all the way down to the belly. Heart lifts, baby cobra. Or if you want to go further, by all means, you be the driver. Exhale, fold. Meet me in downward facing dog. Downhill facing dog. That's a new one. Y'all didn't know? Just kidding. Travel to the top of the space. Yes, nice. Forward fold. Yes, you girly. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, upward salute, fingertips and gaze. Exhale, palms to heart center. Beautiful. Step those feet hip width distance apart. Roll the shoulder blades up towards the ears and then let them hang down. And then light bend in the knees. Just try to be comfortable here. We're shaking off all that. I almost said something, but I didn't. That's great. Okay, feet hip width distance apart. See, if you only saw what everything was going in my head at the whole time, it would be wild. Okay, feet hip width distance apart, mountain pose. I want you to just breathe here. Shoulder blades roll down and back. Feel your feet, feel the breeze. This is kind of our first time standing upright in our practice, and we've been moving for about 10 minutes now, so feel this breeze on your skin. Feel the feet rooted into the mat. Collarbones spread wide. We're breathing here. We've cultivated this energy. One of my longest time teachers always said, not only knowing where you stand, but what you stand for. Like, what do I stand for, you know? I know what I stand for. I'm an activist. So soak it in. You stand for something too. Breathe here. Not only knowing what you stand for, but where you stand in this world, it's important. One more full body breath. Exhale. Inhale, sweep it up. Beautiful, powerful mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step back. We're going to go through that high plank to low or modified plank to low. And then meet me in that downward facing dog. So you take that baby cobra or meeting me in downward facing dog. Push-ups are always optional. Nice work, everybody. All right. Let's take that right foot. You can walk it up in between the hands. It doesn't have to be some big dramatic thing. Just walk it up in between the hands. Rise up on that back ball of that foot. We're facing the front. Warrior one. Easy does it. Let's find a supportive position. I want this to feel strong and powerful, not overly challenging and hard. So check in with your feet. Are they hip width distance apart, or are you on a tightrope? If you're on the tightrope, that's a lot. I recommend feet hip width distance apart. Shoulder blades roll down and back. Breathe here. Bend that front knee. Meet me there. Oh yeah, beautiful. Warrior one more full body breath. Strong warrior one. She's powerful. Exhale, cartwheel the hands. Step that right foot back, downward facing dog. Yeah, let's take it to the left. Left foot steps in between. Find that wider stance. If you realized that your other side was a little bit narrow of a stance, let's find that wider stance for warrior one on the left side. We're on the ball of the back foot. Heel is off. Roll the shoulder blades down and back. Very nice, y'all. Strong, beautiful, powerful warrior one. One more full body breath. Inhaling and then exhaling. Cartwheel that hand. Step the foot back. Downward facing dog. Meet me there. And then drop the feet as wide as the mat. Or together, we're taking a child's pose, a traditional or an extended, or whatever resting pose is best for your body. So for traditional child's pose, it's a very supportive position for larger bodies, and you put your torso on the thighs, and it's like here, and I just want you to be like here. You can also be here if you have a larger body. So either way, and then the extended child's pose, you can let those hands just be soft if I told you traditional, so just let them be soft. You don't have to hold them up. And then traditional, and then extended is knees wide, toes to touch. Beautiful. You can soften the hands down to the mat, y'all. My girlies, there you go. Okay, so we're here, we're taking a moment. Check in with that heart rate, check in with your breath, with your body. How are you feeling? How's the body feeling? Is the heart rate increasing and then slowing down? Maybe a bit of sweat on the skin. We'll be here for just one more full body breath, noticing that breeze on the back of the neck. Beautiful. Let's walk the hands back up towards the top of the space, coming out of that child's pose, out of our resting pose. Meeting me in that tabletop where we kind of began. Knees stacked under hips, wrists stacked under shoulders. Yeah. All right, let's extend the right leg straight behind you. Just like we began, we're coming back. Let's see how we're feeling. We're warmed up. Right leg extends, left arm extends to the top of the space. So now we're expanding, and I want you to inhale, stretch it out, and then exhale, elbow to knee. Try to curl it in. Inhale to expand. Exhale to crunch, elbow to knee. One more. Inhale to expand. Exhale to crunch, and then place it back down. Take a couple cat-cow or like a hip circle to get a reset in the core, in the side body, whatever feels good. It's like party time for me, but y'all didn't see because that's good. Coming back to center, we're going to do the left side. Well, the left leg, right arm. Left leg extends, right arm extends. Let's feel it. One side feels differently than the other. That's cool. All right, extending, breathing. Inhale to expand. And then exhale to crunch and in. Yes, elbow to knee. Inhale to expand. Exhale to crunch. You got this. This is our last crunch here. Inhale to expand. Exhale to crunch, elbow to knee. Nice job. Meet me back in that tabletop. Take your reset if you want to do a reset. And then let's flip the palms here. I'd like you to flip them this way to stretch out the forearms. Check in with your range of motion here. A lot of wrist flexibility can prevent things like tennis elbow, which I get from weight training because I will death grip weights. Beautiful. Coming back to center, let's tuck the toes. Send the hips high. Meet me in downward facing dog. Yeah. Nice. All right, let's send that right foot up high to the sky. Try it out. Bend and open that knee if you can. Try to send the heel to the booty. Heel to the, yes. And then draw a knee circle here with a whatever direction, and then opposite way. Yeah, we're challenged. That's okay. Send it back out, three-legged dog. Step it in between the hands. Walk it up in between the hands. When I say step it in between the hands, I mean just walk your foot, travel up, rising up, warrior two. So for the warrior two, the hips will be open to the convention center. Shoulder blades roll down and back. Bending through that front knee. Find the gazing point over your middle finger. Shoulder blades, yeah, I always say it because it's like we're always a little bit tense up there. Find your breath here. Feel this. So this is where my student said in warrior pose he felt vulnerable, but he realized that to be a warrior, you must be vulnerable to go into the war, to go into your life. So y'all, that's like what I've been teaching these kids, and like it's so beautiful. Here we are in this warrior two, preparing for ourselves to be a bit vulnerable to go into the world. Bend that forearm, meet me in an extended side angle. Right arm to the right thigh, left hand high to the sky. Yeah. Breathing here, trying to use that core and side body. Don't bend it all the way in. Yeah. One more full breath in this extended side angle. Yeah, coming back up to center. Meet me in warrior two once again. So let's go back to our integrity. Bend back in through that front knee. Don't lose the integrity here. Flip the front palm, send it up and over. This is reverse your warrior. Yeah, opening that rib cage, breathing, expanding. Coming back to center. We're almost there out of this series. Straighten through that front leg and lean forward. We're going to get warmed up for our triangle. I'm not going to just like throw you into it. I mean, you can if you want to just go for it, but warming up for that triangle to get that side body crunched a little bit. And then for triangle, you drop that forearm, that hand on the inside of the calf, opposite hand high to the sky. A lot of core activation. You're doing great. Breathe here. Beautiful triangle pose. You got this. Home stretch, y'all. One more full body breath. On your next exhale, coming back up to center. Warrior two, back to that integrity moment, checking in with ourselves, not cheating ourselves. And then cartwheel the hands, step back. You can do your vinyasa, your chaturanga, your high plank to low into a baby cobra, upward, or just meet me in downward facing dog. Push-ups are optional. Y'all look great. Just breathe here. Your practice, I'm just here to guide you. Left foot high to the sky. We're in that three-legged dog. Bend the knee. Let's try those circles. Yeah. And then opposite direction. Nice work, everybody. Let's come back to center, three-legged dog, and then walk that foot up in between the hands. We're going into that Warrior Two series on the left side. So this is on the left side, so find that stable, supportive position for yourself. And if you're finding that it's becoming too tiring for you to hold some epic position, well, make the stance smaller so you can hold it for longer. This is not a competition. So find that Warrior Two. Shoulder blades roll down and back. Left knee is bent. We're in it. Find the drishti. Look over your middle finger. Find something that as your warrior, you're looking out. What's next? What's next? Yeah. Left forearm, left thigh, right hand, high to the sky. I like that. What's next? And then you're like, the pose. Duh. That was good. All right, breathing here. Extended side angle on the left side. One more full body breath. One more breath. And then on that exhale, use the exhale to come back up. Warrior Two. Get back in that integrity. Bend back into that knee. Don't cheat yourself out of your experience. Beautiful. Flip the front palm. Sit it up and over. Reverse your warrior. Allow the breath to flow. Let the head hang. Ribs just wide open if you can. And you're supported here. One more breath. And then on your exhale, come back to center. Warrior Two. Yep, we're back in it. To be a warrior, you must be vulnerable. Yes, sir. Straighten through the front leg. Let's just warm up the abs on this side, or just go straight into it. Whatever's best for you. Triangle pose. Nice. One more breath. On your next exhale, use the strength of the core to come back up. Warrior Two. Bend it back in. You know where we're going. Cartwheel the hands. Step it back. You can go straight into downward facing dog or high plank to low, upward or baby cobra or cobra, whatever's best in your body today. And then meeting me in downward facing dog. Travel to the top of your space. Forward fold. Head hangs. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, upward. Exhale, swan dive. Forward fold, take the feet hip-width distance apart. Micro bend or big bend in the knees. Place your torso on your thighs. Ragdoll. Ragdoll feels kind of good. It stretches out the lower back. Your torso should definitely be supported by your thighs, so find the bend in the legs that supports that best. 2 more breaths here. Maybe you shake the head yes, shake the head no. Releasing the hands back to center. Inhale, half lift. Be gentle with the head here. And then exhale, fold. We've been upside down for a minute, so take your time. We're gonna roll one vertebrae. Take your time, rolling all the way to the top. We were just hanging for quite some time, so let's just give everything a minute to come back up. We take our time. Take 2 breaths here. One more big breath here. Beautiful. We're still here. We're upright. You're doing great. Inhale, sweep those hands up overhead. Exhale, spin those knees. Meet me in a chair. So we can have our hands extended up overhead here for this chair. Your feet and knees, we're in a hip width distance. So I wanted to show y'all the 2 different variations. So we can be hip width distance. So we're starting in the hip width distance. Or if you're like, this doesn't feel perfect for my body, you can also take it to a full tight distance, whichever feels best. So I just wanted you to see the difference. Shoulder blades roll down and back. These quads are burning. One more full body breath, looking good. On your next exhale, release, forward fold. Woo! If my thighs are burning, yours must be too. Inhale, half lift. Yeah. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Yeah. Exhale, palms back to heart center. All right, we're gonna step to the side of our mat. Let's face the river. So find the middle of your mat. Oh, don't let me go too far, because then I'll get over there and then can't hear. Okay, so facing just the long ways on your mat, feet hip width distance or more. Have a micro bend in the knees here. And we're gonna take a wide-legged forward fold. So keep a flat back, just keeping the booty back. Micro bend in those knees. And then stretch out those hamstrings. Let the head and the hands come down whenever you reach your distance. Take a stretch here. Wide-legged forward fold. Facing the river. One more full body breath. Yeah, great place to throw in an inversion if that's in your practice. We're going to take the same technique of slow and steady wins the race. Hands come back to the hips, and that's going to be your anchor point. And I just want you to gently keep the back flat and lift the back flat and the head in line with the spine all the way up to the top. Easy does it again. Whew. See? We just try to go slow and steady. All right, beautiful. Let's now move and turn and face the back of the space, warrior 2. So right foot is at the top of the space. Yes. Beautiful. Just changing our direction here for just a moment, mixing it up. Seeing how this view is. Warrior 2, y'all look awesome. All right, we're going into another pose from here, but I'm gonna guide you with my voice, and I know you've got this. Take the hands to the hips. All right, take that back foot, step it up. Face the back foot to the top of the space, and then the right foot is in front of it a bit. So we're going into pyramid pose. Yeah, so figure that out, facing that way with nobody to show you. Y'all, I'm just kidding, okay? I'm not mean, I swear. Okay, pyramid pose. You're in it. I see y'all look great. So we're gonna just go ahead and bend forward, stretching through that right thigh. Trying to keep both those feet on the ground and supported. Yeah, y'all look awesome. Pyramid pose. You can let the hands come down to the earth, let the head hang. We're doing lots of inversions today, so thanks for hanging on with me. Pyramid pose. And then hands come back to the hips. Keep that flat back. Feel that beautiful stretch in that right leg. Use your back leg to support you and stand up to the top. Yeah. Step that left foot to meet the right, top of the space. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, upward salute. Hands to heart center. We're going to take it now facing the convention center, wide-legged, facing the convention center. We're going to go through a similar little series just like we did. So wide-legged forward fold right here. Maybe you try this time. If you took it a more narrow fold last time, maybe you try a wider stance and just see how it feels in your body. This is about meeting yourself with curiosity and understanding and compassion. Find that space, and whenever you're ready to gently begin to fold forward, keeping a supported back. And then whenever you're ready, let the head hang, let the hands hang. Maybe you try to touch the crown of the head to the ground. That's what we're envisioning happening here. So maybe you even take your feet wider to try to touch your head. Even just a little like, oh, I'm almost there. I can get it one day. Yeah. Nice. I love the attempts. And then coming back to center, let's just bring those hands to the hips. Same thing, slow and steady, same as the other side, okay? Slow and steady, flat back, rising up. We take our time. Pivoting to the front, that right foot's gonna come to the front, and then you'll step that left foot up, and we're going into that pyramid on the right side, facing the front of the space again. That was fun. That's always a challenge. See, Robin, that's something that I don't do much when I teach yoga, like switch directions, because then I'm like, how do I get them back? But we're in it. Okay, so see, even experienced teachers also get nervous. All right, right foot, y'all remember that pyramid? So now we're seeing how it looks on the front side. Right foot, left foot, and then you're gonna take that, wait, yeah, it is your right? Okay, sorry. See, it did mess me up. Now I'm all haywire. All right, let the head hang whenever you can get there. And then notice, does one side feel tighter than the other? Or do they feel the same in this pyramid? Stretchy, stretchy. One more full body breath. Coming back up to center, take your time. Easy does it, flat back, we rise it up. Nice work. Let's step it to the top of the space. And like, shake it out, just let it go. Move to the tunes. That's also something I would never do, like free movement. Who am I? Okay. Like, there's been a glitch. Okay, left foot is gonna root into the mat. We're gonna have some fun with balancing. Balancing, it increases your grit, your determination, your resilience, your humility. So maybe this is why. All right. I told you, left foot into the mat. Right foot is gonna come up. So this is our tree pose. We have 3 different trees. We have the baby tree. These are all made up by me. The middle tree, and then the top. The big canopy. The rainforest. Find your tree, okay? Not everybody's tree is the same, and not everybody's tree is the same on every side. So let's find it. Be grounded, feel rooted. You got this. Grow the branches whenever you're ready. Breathing. If you haven't been challenged yet, maybe you bring your eyes to close. Maybe you look up towards the clouds. Yeah, y'all are awesome trees. Coming back to center. And then release, shake it out, shake it out. All right, let's try the other side. And there's no bad side, so you have a good side and a better side. All right, root through the right foot. Left foot comes up. You can try all levels. Meet me in baby, middle, or rainforest tree. Yes, I had surgery on my right foot, TMI, so my foot's like, ding. Grow the branches. If you haven't fallen out of it, please challenge yourself. This is where we develop that humility. This is where we develop that grit, that resilience. Yeah, y'all are beautiful trees. Coming back to center. And then release it out. Okay. Yeah. Nice. Yes, we did it. All right, come to the top of your space if you're not already, but we're mostly all there. Okay, inhale, sweep the hands up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, upward salute. Go all the way up. Fingertips and gaze. Palms to heart center. Let's take the feet hip width distance apart. Micro bend in the knees. The feet can also be wider than hip width distance apart. Okay, so again, different bodies, different yogi squats. So make your modifications. So for our yogi squat, we just want those toes to be turned out, and we're gonna begin to make that journey down, down, down. Okay, and then you try to just adjust yourself, like, okay, I can be supported here, like move the feet and then try to get the elbows on the inside of the knees, pressing the hands in here, and then we're breathing here. Y'all look awesome. Dude, such a strong yogi squat. All my runners hate this pose, but it seems like there's no runners here because this is like all G yogi squats right here. Okay, he's doing great. Runners like really hate me for this one. All right, we're gonna stay here for just one more minute. We're almost out. Left hand down, right hand up. Come back to center. Right hand down, left hand up. Back to center. All right, let's trust. Whee! Yeah. Good, good. Okay, let's come on down to the back. Feels good down there. Come on down to the back. Bend the knees, bring the feet close to the booty. Oh, also, let's take a hydration break. So if you're down, how about we just take a little drink of water? I'm sorry I didn't include that. I was obviously in the moment. All right. Once you have your water, let's come on down to the back. We made it. I'm not going to make y'all get up again. That's good. Okay, feet come close to the booty. Ankles stacked under the knees. And then check in. Are the feet hip width distance apart, or are they more narrow, or are they more wider? Like from the sit bones. I want them from the sit bones. When I say hip width distance, it means like from the sit bones. Yeah, all right. So we're gonna go into a couple bridges. Whenever you're ready, gently press your hands into the mat, your feet into the mat, lift the hips up to the sky. Squeezing the booty together. We're getting that posterior chain. This is great for runners. So see, I hit you with a yogi squat and then I follow up with a strengthening for runners pose. That's what's up. I've got you. Lower down to the mat. Windshield wiper the knees side to side. Coming back to center, let's take another round of this bridge pose. Whenever you're ready, gently lift the booty up to the sky. And so for this round, try to imagine that there's a little dowel between your knees or something that you have to hold together right there, like a ball you're squeezing between your knees. Yeah. Just a couple more breaths here. You've got this. This is our posterior chain we're activating. These are all the muscles that propel us forward. One more full body breath here. And then on that exhale, lower down to the mat. Windshield wiper those knees side to side. Reset the lower back. Massage the glutes. Coming back to center. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Walk your left heel close to the booty, and then press your right knee away from the body. You can see how that feels. If you're like, okay, I want more, then maybe you reach for that shin and draw the left leg closer to the body. Like the foot comes off the mat, and then you reach for the shin. You're getting a nice stretch through the glute area or the hips, and then your head. I want you to be as relaxed as possible. I know it's like, this is not relaxing very much in my hips, I know, but it's more so like relax in the upper half of the body, so we're not holding anything there. Yeah. Maybe you rock it side to side just a bit to see how that feels, massaging on the spine and having that one side pulled in. Coming back to center. Let's uncross that ankle. This time, take your feet as wide as the mat and then let your knees and thighs zipper inward. So I want you to just close up those thighs. We're putting those legs back in internal rotation. So it's just like letting them go into an internal rotation to kind of relax back to where the hips like to go. This is just another way to reset instead of the windshield wiper, and you're always available to take windshield wiper or the zipper anytime. And then let's come back to center. Let's take it to the other side. So this time, left ankle over right thigh. Scoot the right heel close to the body. Maybe you press that left knee away and you're like, okay, that's enough on this side. Maybe you need more. Grab the shin or thigh through that figure 4 and breathe here. Maybe you rock side to side, trying that massage on this side, maybe seeing if it changes or softens or intensifies anything for you. And coming back to center, we'll uncross that ankle. All right, this one's always a fun one too. Hands are gonna come underneath the lower back. We're gonna get our inversion today. So our heads were already upside down a lot, but our lower body has not been upside down. So bring the hands underneath the lower back to make a little pillow for yourself to support, and then take the feet up high to the sky as best you can to be like as soft as you can. And I know this is asking a lot, I'm aware. This pose is very intense in the hip flexors for some. It's very intense in the hamstrings. That's okay if this pose is not comfortable for you. It's okay if this pose is not easy for you. Just breathe here. This is our waterfall pose. Let's just try to do it. Try as best we can. That's all. We're just seeing where we are and meeting ourselves exactly where we are. So we just notice, this is hard for me, or, oh, I like this, or, no, I don't. Just notice. Form your opinion, breathe here. With our inversion, we're getting lymphatic drainage. We're reducing inflammation. They say this pose can reduce stress. Obviously, it's only reducing stress in people that it's not painful for. Don't think it is. Toes above the heart, just a couple more breaths here. If your toes begin to feel funny, just wiggle them. Know that I'm here, I'm guiding you. I know they're all right, you're all right, we're almost there. Home stretch, wiggling the toes. Flexing and pointing, flexing and pointing. Waking those feet and ankle up, you got this. And then back to center, draw the knees into the chest. Hug it in, rock and roll, side to side, front to back. Any direction. I just want you to kind of relax and get out of that sensational waterfall. Coming back to center. All right. I'd like you to draw your right knee in towards your chest. Extend the left leg. Take the right knee over to the left side of the mat or the earth. Maybe you feel the grass on the foot or the knee. Maybe you extend your arms out into a T and accidentally touch your neighbor, but just, be careful. Or if it's a loved one, maybe you could give a loved one just a little like squeeze, or just like, hey, we're in this together. That's okay if you're here alone too. I just want to say that. We're in the supine twist, breathing here. Two more full rounds of breath. Easy does it. No pain, just sensation and twist. After your next exhale, gently draw that knee back over to the top, and then you can bring the other knee in to reset that lower back. I just like to kind of massage the lumbar spine to reset before I take it to the other side. Whenever you're ready to take it to the other side, draw the left knee in towards the chest, right leg extends long, right knee goes over to that left side, and then arms are in that T. Find that T, try to reach for your shoulders to touch the ground. If you want to intensify here, you can always look over your left shoulder. If you want to be more cozy, relaxed, you just look over your right shoulder. Breathing here in this supine twist for just a few more moments before we go into our final resting pose. We've almost made it. One more full body breath here. Letting yourself feel whatever it is that you're feeling. And then draw that knee back over to the center. Let's draw both knees in towards the chest. Hug them both in here. Squeeze them in. Massage the spine at the top of the back. So I'm just kind of rocking towards the top of the back, massaging those shoulder area. And then massaging the mid-back area. And then maybe you press just a little bit towards the glutes and towards the lower back and the booty. And then coming back to center, I want you to inhale, squeeze it all in. Inhale, nose to knees. And then exhale, send it out long. Final resting pose. If you can, let those feet be hip width distance or more. And if you can, let your shoulder blades be like tucked underneath your shoulders, and your arms are out by your side, palms facing up. Almost it looks like a Christmas tree pose. That's what I've called it in my head, but never told anyone until just now. It's Christmas tree pose. It's related to star. So maybe if you even have a towel or a shirt or something soft you could place over your eyes, maybe you do that just to block a little bit of the sun. And I'm here with you. My eyes are open. I am not reclined. I am not laying down. I am not in a final resting pose because I am here holding the space for you. Joshua and myself are alert. So if it feels good in your body to try to settle in for this moment, to soften into this space, to let yourself be at rest for a few moments, I'd like to invite you to settle in here for our final resting pose. You earned it. Beautiful, strong practice. Open-hearted and open-minded. Breathe here. Perhaps you begin to notice the sun on your skin. Maybe just now you're starting to feel hot, or like, oh man, I'm too hot all of a sudden. But we just did a whole yoga practice and didn't feel too hot. It's funny how in the final resting pose we can be more aware maybe of how we're feeling. More in tune with our body, more connected. More aware, or even more compassionate. Maybe you're thanking yourself for not being hot until the final moments. You're like, nice, cool. We're almost there. We just have a few more moments here. Try to relish in this moment. We all live our lives. How often do you get to rest in community with good intentions? We're almost there. I'm still with you. Breathe here. If you're having a hard time softening the mind, for our end here, I'd like to encourage you to come back to the breath. Come back to the inhales and the exhales. So maybe if it feels distracting or hot, maybe you focus on your breath here and see how that works. I am breathing in. I am breathing out. Try a few rounds of that on. No big commitment, just a few rounds. See how it feels. I am breathing in. I am breathing out. Beginning now to bring your awareness to the body. So if you're focused on the breath, just notice the skull on the back of the mat being supported and just how heavy the head perhaps is. Maybe you gently rock the head side to side, gentle movements to reopen the neck. And then coming back to center, maybe you notice how your triceps or your shoulders are really pulled under your body. Maybe you notice that there's sweat on your mat and underneath the shoulders. Maybe you feel the sweat on the lower back and the mat and you feel support from the booty. The whole body is just supported here by the earth. Beginning to bring your awareness to the fingers and toes, wiggling them maybe, just gentle movements, tiny little like high fingers, high toes. And then rolling out the wrists, the ankles, gentle movements. And then whenever you're ready, cat stretch. Arms stretch overhead, big full body stretch. And then draw the knees towards the chest and please roll over to your favorite side. We're gonna take a moment before we transition back into the world. Take a moment in your version of fetal position. So just curled up on your side, whichever one feels best for you. I see most of us. Yep, beautiful. Let's find that final resting pose. In yoga, we come to this final resting pose as an integration time, a transition, a compassion builder to come back into this world. So right here in this fetal position, I'd like for you, if you can, to bring a sense of acknowledgement towards yourself for showing up today, for laughing at my jokes unwillingly, for performing these beautiful practice in the full sun. Whatever it is, you deserve some gratitude for yourself, for your body, for your mind, for your soul, for everything that it took to get here for this 1 hour of your time. Thank yourself for caring for yourself and your community, your friends and family, because taking care of yourself on your yoga mat not only affects you, but it affects everyone around you. Gently pressing into the mat, coming upright, coming up top. Meeting me just where we began, that same easy pose, whatever your easy pose was. And if you took the cross-legged, maybe you switched the directions of the cross-legged. So the crisscross goes the opposite way, the more like uncomfortable way. And then bring the palms to heart center. Gently rub the palms together, just lightly. It's not cold, but once it gets cold here, y'all, this is gonna be so much more productive. And then interlace the palms, press them onto your chest. This is like a blanket for your heart that we just took out of the dryer. Take a big inhale here. Exhale to release. This is also like a shield for your warrior heart. Inhale here. Exhale, release. And one more big inhale, connecting with your heart space. Exhale. What a beautiful practice. This is just a blessing from me to you. Thank you so much for allowing me and trusting me to guide you. It is truly an honor and a privilege that I take very seriously, and I appreciate each and every one of you for being here today. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Joshua. Beautiful jams and vibes. Thank you.